Hello my fellow gamers, Gamerdude back once again, and welcome to another episode in our Just the Facts series. Now, first of all, I want to begin by saying these are dark times indeed. So, to all of my fans and my entire community, I hope you are all keeping safe and keeping well and supporting those closest to you and less fortunate than you in these dark days. Now then, that being said, I'm afraid we have a spot of bad news in the world of gaming, and it is all down to this damned virus. As you are all probably aware, public events and major public gatherings such as E3 have been cancelled, and many other events for the next few months as well. Unfortunately, it would seem the gaming industry has also been affected by the deadly pandemic we are all facing. So then, through today's episode we are going to be discussing the inevitability of game postponements and the inevitability of the console postponements, so that's the PS5 and Xbox Scarlet, due to the current pandemic that is running through our planet. So, we are definitely in uncharted territory here, and it doesn't look like things are going to settle down anytime soon. The current CV epidemic has already claimed several video game casualties, with the cancellation of E3 this year being the most notable thus far. I mean, not only is it the first E3 of a new decade, but it's the first E3 ever to be cancelled by something like this. I mean, even when swine flu was a thing and bird flu, hell, even when foot and mouth was a thing, E3 still went ahead. So it just goes to show how deadly and severe this virus actually is. But anyway, with the PlayStation 5 increasingly likely to face delay as well as the Xbox Scarlet, we could also see some anticipated games and software pushed back as well. I'll reiterate that gaming is irrelevant when compared to human life. I mean, as much as I love gaming, human life is more important. Because, well, without humans, who's going to make new games? But yeah, you see what I'm getting at? You see what I mean by that? But I am a big PlayStation guy, so, you know, my interests lie with the PlayStation, not the Xbox. That's why I'm mentioning the PlayStation. So, with the virus spreading at a rapid rate, there's a high probability that titles will be delayed indefinitely as developers struggle to meet deadlines with decreased staff due to self-isolation or, sadly, staff members passing away due to the virus, of course. But finishing a game in this day and age with all the graphics and with all the demand on such gameplay, it is already a colossal effort to get a game finished. But doing so amid a global crisis as well is damn near impossible. I mean, just think about the strain that these developers are going through. I mean, yeah, sure, they can work from home, but what are they going to do? Are they going to email the entire level design they've just made to their boss? No, they won't be able to do that. They will be able to design it, yes, but nobody's going to be able to see it because they can't be in contact with anybody. So you can see how it's going to be a struggle for developers to get things done. That's why I think as well that the PlayStation 5 will be postponed. Hopefully, though, the virus will be gone by then. You know, you never know. Things like a virus like this, they can just vanish without a trace and then suddenly reappear years later. I mean, it happened with foot and mouth. Foot and mouth disappeared and then it came back, and then there was bird flu, which we thought was gone, which then evolved into swine flu, and it's like, it's different strains of the virus. It comes and goes. So we really don't know what's going to happen through the rest of the year, but all signs point to the probability that everything that we can expect from Sony, Microsoft, even game developers, is going to be postponed indefinitely. But it's the big upcoming titles that we've already been promised, such as The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghosts of Tsushima, which maybe hit the hardest, as studios scramble to apply the finishing touches to the hotly anticipated releases. They may not be able to actually release them, because think about it, if your country's on lockdown, who's going to be there to sell the game? I mean, yeah, there's online orders and whatnot, but still, a lot of people don't like online shopping. A lot of people can't do online shopping. So if there's no stores open and there's no warehouses open, then how are they going to distribute the games? How are they going to make sales of the games? More to the point, even with the technology and marvels of online shopping, like, how can it be done if all the warehouses are closed? Because there's going to be nobody there to load the trucks, and then there's going to be nobody there to drive the trucks to deliver them to where they're supposed to go. If you see where I'm trying to go with that. But manufacturing of Blu-ray discs could also be affected. So it's not just games, it's movies as well. And the supply chain which gets stock into stores could be severely compromised. Publishers may consider doing digital-only releases. I mean, that would be better than saying, well, you're not getting it at all, as opposed to just releasing nothing at all. So I would prefer them to release digital copies than us have to wait like another year for a game that we've been promised for the last 3 years that's been postponed so many damn times. But assuming the software is able to be processed and uploaded to the PlayStation Store, of course, because there's always that trying effort once again of getting the staff members to upload it or do whatever they do to upload it to the PlayStation Store for the digital release. But with many about to enter or already in self-isolation, video games could very well become an entertainment marvel in an increasingly concerning landscape. Because let's be fair, what is everybody going to do in the world if they're trapped inside? I mean, yeah, they'll probably become a couch potato eating junk food, if you can actually get your hands on any food due to panic buyers, but let's not get into that. But what else is there to do? What are you going to do? You're going to sit there and watch TV all day? No, TV's boring. There's too many adverts, too many commercials. So the logical thing to do is just play a video game. Online servers are going to get overwhelmed. There's going to be so many games sold with the stores that are still open and stores that are still selling. But you see where I'm going with that. It's going to be a popular trade for the next few months. But exactly how the release calendar will be affected does remain to be seen. I mean, for the time being, we've not, luckily, that is, we've not had any developers say, right, unfortunately, due to CV, there's nothing we can do, we can't release this game, we can't even release a digital copy. So until we get something like that, then all is good so far. I am just bringing you what I've heard and what could potentially happen if this virus does get far too out of hand. I mean, it's already out of hand, but far out of hand would be everything closing down. Like martial law in the streets, army and police officers with guns walking around all the time. You know what I mean. But my guess is that we all should definitely be prepared for major delays on everything. Not just not just games, the movies as well, because movies I've also they've already been affected. I mean, cinemas in the UK have closed, so I'm guessing cinemas everywhere else have closed as well, or in most places have closed. So there's there's nothing for there's nothing for them to be released in, and they're not just going to release what they want to earn money on a streaming platform like Netflix or Amazon, because they're not going to get the money from it. The film isn't going to get the money. The point is, they make these movies, they spend billions of dollars making these movies, and they need to make that money back, and they're not going to do that if they just put it on a streaming platform. It's the same with games. They're not going to make that money back if they just put it on a digital download, and then they have to wait months and months and months and months to release any patches or extra content. They're just not going to make the money. But it's my guess that titles will probably be delayed until January. And as for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlet, it's my guess that they will be postponed until probably March of next year, which would be better, to be fair, because I still think the PS4 and Xbox One still have something left to give. I don't think it's over for them. But do let me know in the comments what you guys think. I mean, that was all I could find regarding it. I mean, it's not a lot, granted, but there's really not a lot of gaming news going around these days, because there's nobody there to provide the news, because everybody's in quarantine or self-isolation. So there's no news coming out because nobody's providing the news. But yeah, so that's it then. So just let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think we can expect a lot of delays? Do you think we're all overreacting and it's just going to disappear as quickly as it arrived? Or do you think that we all need to put our heads between our legs and kiss our bums goodbye? Sorry, I was watching Chicken Run earlier. I needed to say that. It was lingering on my mind. So I am taking requests from you guys once again due to this virus, of course. I'm just needing to know what you guys want to see me play, because I am running out of stuff to play, if I'm completely honest. And I really want to hear back from you guys what you want to see from me, because if we're all going to be stuck in self-isolation and quarantined, I want to provide some decent gameplay. I want to provide some decent footage for you. If you want me to put something together, fair play. If you want me to do live streams, fair play. If you want me to just do 40-minute videos, let me know down below. See what I did there? Rhyme. But yeah, that is it for this episode then. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope I gave you an inside look into what could possibly happen. So once again, I want to reiterate, I hope you are all keeping safe and sound out there. It's a tough time to be living in. We're all affected by this. People watching may have lost loved ones due to it, and if you have, my sincere condolences. But all we have to do is stick together and keep each other safe. That's really all we can do in these pressing times. But yeah, anyway, shout out to all subscribers, old and new. I can't thank you all enough for the continuous support and views of my content. I will, of course, continue to bring you the best content I can. And once again, of course, I am taking requests, so let me know what you want to see from me below. If you are new to the channel and enjoyed this video or any of my other content, make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe. All my videos are in playlists for your convenience to check those out as well. So yeah, that being said, this has been Just the Facts with yours truly. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys. Stay safe.